Hey everyone, so I'm going to go through the 4-4 skills practice about inscribed angles. So starting with number 1, it's asking us to find the measure of this arc here. So we know from the notes that angle XZY is called an inscribed angle. So if the angle is 23, then we double it to get the arc to be 46 degrees, because 23 doubled is 46 degrees. Number 2, we are given the arc NF is 162 degrees. We are asked to find angle E. So we see that angle E is inscribed, so we're just going to cut that in half and get 81 degrees for angle E. So this angle right here is 81. Again, the relationship is if the arc is 162, we just divide by 2 to get 81. Number 3, we are given that this arc is 120, this arc's 140. We're going to need to find this arc first in order to then find that angle. So working with the fact that all arcs add up to 360 degrees, we can subtract 140 and we can subtract 120, and we're left with 100 degrees. So arc QS is 100 degrees, which then means that the angle is half of that, so angle R is 50 degrees. Number 4, we are given that PN is a diameter, so therefore we know that all of this is 180 degrees because this is creating a semicircle. So if this angle is 31, it's the inscribed angle, so that means that this arc right here will be 62 because it's doubled it. But we're not asked to find arc MN, we're asked to find this arc. So we just need to do 180 minus 62 and get 118 degrees. Number 5 down here. So we're going to be working with looking at our angles here. So we are trying to find angle N, and we can see that angle N is going to be equal to angle M. So we can see that, actually hold on, let me grab my highlighters. We could see that because angle N is made up of P and L. But we can also see that angle M is going to be the same arc. That's why we're able to set them equal. So looking at this green angle, we can see that it opens to this arc. And then looking at this pink angle, it also opens to that same arc. So therefore, we can make the equation 6y minus 1 is equal to 3y plus 8. Subtract our y's, add our 1, divide, and we get y is equal to 3. Plugging back in, 3 times 3 plus 8 is 17. So angle N is 17 degrees. In order to find angle L, we can see the reverse there, that angle L opens to arc MN, and angle P also opens to arc MN. So we can set our x's equal to each other. So we have 6x equals 5x plus 9. Subtract the x, we get 1x is equal to 9. Plugging back in, we'll have 5 times n, 9 plus 9, 45, plus 9 is 54 degrees. Number 7 will be that same kind of way, that in order to find angle C, which is right here, we can see that opens to arc AB, which is also angle D. So I'm going to be able to set 2y plus 1 equal to 3y minus 20. Add the 20 to that side, subtract the 2y, we get y is 21. Plugging back in, we get 43 degrees. In order to find angle A, we can see that angle A is opening to arc DC, which is also what angle B opens to that arc. So we can set 5x minus 1 equal to 4x plus 17. Subtract my x, add my 1, we get x is 18. And then plugging into angle A, 5 times 18 minus 1 will give me 89 degrees. Number 9, so we should identify here that we have a circle. JK is the diameter. So that means that this is 180 degrees over here. So then that means that angle H has to be a right angle. So therefore, this expression and this expression will add up to be 90 degrees. Because this is the diameter, so that means that this side of the arc is 180 degrees. And then specifically, angle H is the inscribed angle. So 180 cut in half gives me 90 degrees there. So then I know that angle J plus angle K has to equal 90. So plugging in my expressions, 5x minus 2 plus 2x plus 8 equals 90. Combining like terms, I get 7x plus 6 equals 90. Subtracting, 7x equals 84. X goes into 84 twice, so I get x is equal to 12. Plugging back in, 5 times 12 is 60, minus 2 leaves me with 58 degrees for angle J. 2 times 12 is 24, plus 8 gives me 32 for angle K. And our last one over here, we recall from our notes that opposite angles in a quadrilateral are supplementary. So in order to find angle S, I'm going to take my two expressions with x in them because angle U and angle S will be supplementary. Let's write that down. That angle U plus angle S are going to equal 180. So 3x minus 5 plus 3x plus 5 will equal 180. 6x equals 180. X is equal to 30. Plugging in for angle S, we get 90 plus 5, or 95 for angle S. For angle R, we know the relationship is that angle R plus angle T is equal to 180 degrees, because again, that's from our notes that opposite angles are supplementary. 11y plus 7y equals 180. 18y equals 180. Dividing y is equal to 10. Plugging in for angle R, 11 times 10 gives us 110 degrees. I hope that helped going through all these problems. Thanks.